Yes, and then we're start. All right. So whenever you guys want to start. Thank you, Jen. All right.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Ted. And I want to be able to thank you all for coming in and joining this meeting today with the ASL class. I'm going to teach you all the basic signs for 3 months. After that time, if you're interested as far as learning more, elevating your skills, going to the next class, you can definitely sign up for that. You can go to a community college. There's different options that are available if you want to take the class. But for now, I'm just going to teach you the basics. So today I will teach you the alphabet and the numbers from 1 through 20. So trust me, I know I've been teaching for a long time, so I'm gonna teach you more than the alphabet, I promise you. But right now we have to just do the ABCs and 1 through 20 because it's overwhelming, little by little, and then you'll learn more at that time.
What did you
And we will be recording, yes, that's correct. And if you want to recording, please contact Muriel, is that correct? And she'll send you that recording. Okay, and I'll introduce myself again. My name is Ted. I'm the new staff here for the Disability Center Resources. And what do I actually do? I am a disaster manager coordinator for the DCRC. And I actually focus on one-on-one emergency plans, really getting to know, make sure everyone is safe before any kind of emergency that disaster may happen. And secondly, I focus on presentations, providing presentations as far as when it comes to lectures on June 26th, and it'll be wildfire plans. It's a workshop. And it'll be the third on the calendar month, or curriculum, I'm sorry, it's the third curriculum month for people who have basic information when it comes to safety and any type of disaster. So that's kind of how that is. Are you guys ready? Are y'all ready? Okay, all right, awesome, awesome. And we're gonna go ahead and start with the alphabet. Okay, so here's the letter A. I forgot to, I gotta add in one more thing. So my interpreter, she is voicing for me while I'm signing. But when I actually teach you guys the ASL, the alphabet and whatnot, I actually will not be voicing. She won't use her voice. So if you have any questions, you can definitely, let us know and I'll sign for him and then I'll voice also. Okay? So I don't want y'all to get confused with A and the letter S. So A, you see your thumb is on the outside, the S is more of a fist. You see the difference? So the A is your thumb on the outside. So this is A here. Another person actually has a question. They prefer to use their left hand or their right hand. It's really up to you. Use whatever your dominant hand is. So whatever you feel comfortable using. So for example, for myself, I'm right-handed, so I'll use my right hand. B. And make sure your fingers aren't like a number 4 pushed out, make sure they're close together. And then you can see C here, how it's kind of curved, you see that? D. Most of you, the most common mistake is that people get confused is with D and F, between those two. just that finger movement there, they're different. So I want you all to really visualize the sign itself, meaning the D, how it's like literally looks like the shape that you would write D. Then E. You see the open hand there where I made an open E? That's not correct, but how I have my fingers close together, that is correct. So F is like fantastic, yes, F, this is the letter F. G. H. G, this one's G. You see how my fingers are here? And then that's H. Good. I. J, that's right, good job. Now, I want you guys to go A through J, try to practice it yourself, A through J, and then we'll go on after that, okay? I want to see you guys, let me see you. Good, really good. E, okay, yep. Great job, everybody. Really good. Awesome. J, that's correct. Okay, so L. L. Next, it's a little bit more complicated. It's harder to see the thumb. So you can see the M right there. You see where my thumb kind of peeps out a little bit? Right there. See?
God bless you.
K, I forgot K. Oh, you're right. Yes, thank you. K. See? K. L. M. M. N. And you see it's in the middle, the N right there. O. Okay. You see next is P. So remember there was the K and you literally just flip it upside down and it's the letter P. So it's K, P. U. You see how it is right here? It's like the G, but we just turn it upside down or to facing the bottom. So it's Q. R. S. T. In the future, we will actually practice T, N, and M. You see how they all kind of change from the positions T, N, and M. So we'll practice those and we'll catch the difference between how you sign it when it comes to that thumb and how it's placed. So there's the T right there. You see where my thumb is at. And that's U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. This is sign for Z. Looks like you're spelling it. That's my personal favorite. I love to use Z because it's just so easy. You just spell it in the air, Z. So now let's go over it again, A through Z. Okay? Make sure you all are on the same page. Yes, of course, you can sign, oh, the X, yes, this is the sign for X. Think of like the capital of oak, or like a Captain Hook, excuse me, like a, or like on a map, things like that, whenever you like check it out, like R, you know what I mean? Like a hook, Captain Hook. So yes, so let's go over it again. Here's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. And there's Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Good job, everybody. Wonderful, beautiful. Good job. Okay, so now if you want to introduce yourself, go ahead and practice how you spell your name. For example, my name is Ted, T-E-D. So go ahead and take the opportunity now, go ahead and practice. But also, I recommend that you all practice, just because once you finish this class, definitely trust, if you feel like you trust the ABCs, you're like, I can do it, you know, I promise you, you'll forget them tomorrow. So just practice them every day, just finger spelling whenever you're just, let me give you an example. If the driver's license plates, when you're driving, you can just A, B, C, D, you know, whatever it is, just practice those finger spelling. Or if you see someone that you meet named, you know, whatever their name is, just practice spelling their names. And then you'll just get used to it as time goes on. It's pretty easy, you know? So now I'm gonna teach you simply just how to introduce yourself. This is a sign for mine. And then this is name. You see how it kind of has the two fingers like the H here shape, name. And then Ted, T-E-D. That's it. My name, T-E-D. You see someone commented, I think. Let me see. I'm gonna watch you guys sign, okay? So if someone asked a question, will we send the recording? If you want the recording, please contact Marlene and Marielle.
Yes.
If you miss anything, and she will go ahead and give you the recording.
It will be posted on YouTube later.
And it will be on YouTube later. Okay, great. Yes, so it'll be uploaded to YouTube. It will be. Someone asked if we were gonna send the sheets or any kind of like gram, and we can definitely send you some type of, you know, paperwork to kind of practice and whatnot. So that's definitely, yes, possible. Okay, great. Yes, we can send you some, yes. Some type of documents. The letter Y, you see this here? This is the letter Y. Okay, so now the next is numbers. It'll only be 1 through 20, so that's it. After 20, it becomes a little bit more complicated. So we're just gonna do 1 through 20 and that's it, okay? So you ready? So you have your hand, make sure your palm is facing towards you. Yes, so it's 1, 2, 3, you see this thumb here. Yep, good. Many people try to do 3 as this, you see here, but that's not it. Because it looks like, you know, 3, it looks like a numeral. It looks like the numeral 3. But and then it's the number 9. So if you do it this way with the 3 fingers in the air. But this right here, as I'm showing you, this is the number 3. This is how you properly do it. And then here's 4, keeping your palm facing towards yourself. And then 5. Now you flip your palm over. You got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. So let's do it again. We have 1, make sure your palm's facing you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, your palm turns. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job, everybody. That's beautiful. Yes, awesome. Okay, also, if you're for the hearing people, maybe interested, as far as the clapping and whatnot, going like, yay, hooray with clapping, but, it's a sound, but deaf people, they can't hear that, clapping sound. Because we're deaf. So what do? We put our hands in the air and we shake it like this, saying yes. So that everyone can really see visually. I know maybe a different experience for you, but one day you'll come to a deaf, meeting or something, and you will see everyone is just cheering, hooray, and it's like, wow, that's completely different than what you're used to, I know, but yes. So here's 11 through 20 now, okay? So here's 11, you see your palm is facing out and your finger flicks, your pointer. 12, you see it's flicking here also with 2 fingers. It's the number 13. No, your fingers can't be, spread apart, make sure that they're together. And you can see 14 here where my thumb is tucked in. So you just kind of flick forward. 15, you see that where my thumb came out. 16, you just shake it. 17, shaking it. 18, you're walking off, up your fingers. 19 and 20. That's it. So we're gonna go over all of it again, 1 through 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Oh, there you go, 4, good job, yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yep, good job, yep, that's right, 14, 15, yep, good job, 16, 17, yep, you're doing it right, 18, 19, and 20. Yeah, round of applause, everybody, ooh, ooh, raise the roof. So now on, go ahead and practice your ABCs and your numbers. Keep practicing, keep practicing. It's not next Friday, but the next 2 weeks away from now. Literally 2 weeks, so that's a long time that you could possibly forget your signs. So please, 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 please practice. So when you come back, we can go ahead and go forth with something else. Let me see, someone just made a comment, I think. We can have, we can send you the paper, or on Google, you can look on there for all of your basic ABCs. You'll see there on the internet, literally ready for you to go ahead and look at. And then the second question was as far as signing or fingerspelling. Mary, let's see, M-A-R-Y. That's how you spell it. And then someone asks the number, let me see, 25. Let me see, hold on a second, just a second. 25, yes, that's correct. 25, yes, is the next class, that's correct, on June the 25th, excuse me. So, so it's colors, we will learn as far as explaining about a little bit about their culture. For example, we will use maybe body languages, facial expressions. For example, there'll be, hi, my name is Ted. You see how my face was just blank there? We have to, people get confused, just thinking like there's some type of like a different message there. So you have to have your eyebrows, your face movement saying, hi, my name is Ted, and kind of really get into it. So like for an example, if you get hurt, you don't say, oh, I'm in pain, I hurt myself. You see that? People be like, what is, if it's an emergency, people won't know. So you have to say, oh my God, I'm in serious pain. Really show it on your body. So the person knows that you're in a lot of pain because of your facial expressions. So that the language, you'll learn that there, once you learn the basic signs and whatnot, we'll teach you the facial expressions and the body movement. Okay, one person asked about the letter S. So, of course, with before, there's the A, and then there's S. You see how my thumb moves? A is on the side, S is in the middle like a fist. S, T, E, P, H. And there was another question. Is it gonna be weekly or 2 weeks? 2 weeks when it comes to class. We were thinking, as far as having weekly, but I'm actually off on the 18th, so I couldn't come. But from after that, I definitely be able to do weekly. So once we get to the 25th, we'll go weekly. And then, is there any more questions? If you want to learn more sign, you can definitely chat through Zoom. We can talk and sign and practice and whatnot. Definitely can do that. Okay, are there any more questions? I'm sorry, let's see. Can you clarify the question for me? What were you meaning by that? How, let's see, how does sign change over the language? We do have different accents all over the US. So for example, we have Western California, and we have Southern California. It's, there's like the sound accent, and it's the same with the signs. So for example, here we sign trash. In East, it's trash. So, yep, I don't know. It's, just kind of theirs is just not here. They use it also all over the world. Each country has their own signs. And also, even in international signing, they actually have their own diversities when it comes to signing as well. So there's one day that there's like a huge event and everyone comes together from the different cultures and countries. It'll be international signing. We will all understand each other, so. Let's see. I'm sorry, you LSE, you were saying something about, can you expand on that, please, whoever asked that question? LSE. Some other type of signing, LSE. It's not called ASL. We do have different types of signing. For example, there's ASL, American Sign Language. We don't use specific English words. For example, like have to go to the bathroom. So ASL is more just like go to the bathroom, just point bathroom, that's it, just quick signing. And then there's SEE, C, and it's like sign exact English. And again, you have to, as far as if you have to go to the bathroom, it's like, there's like literally 5 or 6 signs you have to do to get the concept out. But with ASL, it's literally just 2 signs. That's it. And then for myself, PSE, Pigeon Sign English, Pigeon Sign English, Pigeon, yeah. A PSE is a mixture of ASL and Sign English. So growing up, we weren't necessarily exposed to ASL until later in life. We were just used to that English learning. So then later on in life, we learned ASL. So when we learned ASL, it was a little bit awkward and complicated with us when it comes to matching both the worlds with English and ASL and C, Sign Exact English. So therefore it became PSE, Pigeon Sign English. One person did ask, do you mind if I review 1 through 10 and then 11 through 20? So I definitely will. So here's 10 right here. This is 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17, 18, 19, 20. Is it good? Is that, you guys feel good about it? Another interesting thing about sign language is when you go to like Mexico, for example. So when you go to Mexico and you try to speak their language, as far as with Spanish, maybe take you maybe 6 months to finally kind of really get used to knowing kind of some Spanish and whatnot. But literally, if you learn ASL, it takes like less than 3 months to truly understand kind of what's going on. Yes, maybe it's gestures, and you kind of have to break down the language more and kind of go back and forth. But it's easy, within 3 months. But within other languages, it takes more than 6 months to truly learn it. Me as a deaf person, I can promise you that it would probably take me, let me see, let me try not to be big-headed, let me see, maybe 2 or 3 weeks to really get like, just spoofing other languages. But But just generally requiring, it takes a lot of like, just really getting into the language, a lot of back and forth, learning it and understanding it. Now, if you want to eat an orange, what do you do? Let me see, let me just get it here. This is orange, you see the color orange? And you just, that's it. Many people just know like, oh, that's an orange, that's what it means, the color orange, and then when I took a bite of it, oh, orange, it clicks. But if you go to Mexico, I don't speak Spanish, and I'm not hearing, I'm deaf. It's easy for me to just really just gesture with people when they're Spanish speaking people, because a lot of them use a lot of gestures into their, language, pointing and just, whatnot. So it's really easy and pretty cool to communicate there. So, with signing, it's in learning language, other languages is really nice and a benefit. But going forward with teaching you on sign language, oh my goodness, okay, let me just say this. When I teach you sign language, please do not teach others sign language. And I say this, why? Because what happens is, providing a presentation, you're great, you finish that, and then another person will say, a hearing person, they don't know anything about sign language, right? And you get the presentation is there. And it's important to have that presentation. But the person thought that they knew sign, right? So they went ahead and said, okay, yeah, I took the presentation, it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead, and just teach. I feel like I'm on sign because I just was there. And it happens all the time, with that one person who they teach, but guess what? They teach it wrong. And then, the information may be shared with other people, and then it really hurts. It can be harmful. Yes, so it can truly be harmful. So when I teach you today, learn it, yes. And then when you get done with it, yes, and you can learn more, then of course you'll take the more advanced classes. And when you truly trust yourself, yeah, you can teach others, but right now, do not. Please just, everything that we learn here in the class, let it stay in the class. I like the love, quote, just what, like Las Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So it's the same as here. What happens in ASL class stays in ASL class. So any other questions? One person asked about signing for okay, like is it good? I'm sorry, just a second, let me read it. Okay, I understand what you're saying. It asked if is okay or is it good? Is it the same sign? So you see this right here, this is this F sign, yes. And truly with this sign, you have to truly sign like the O and K, okay. But some people, the sign, I'm sorry, the sign for good is good, I just did that. But if it's like you're doing good or like you're just, or you're okay, don't do this sign. You see that? This right there, that's a complete no-no, and I'll tell you why. This right there, there's two reasons. And the first reason is because my family's hearing. They don't know any sign. So I trust that they're like, okay, it's okay, it's just like, no, we're not gonna use that sign. But the second reason is, that actually is the letter F. So people get confused, like F, or is it good, or is it, what is it? So it's just better just to say, keep F as F, that's just it. So if you wanna say good, you do just like this, good. If you wanna say okay, then you sign okay. Yeah. Oh, another person asked a question, okay? Asked about the sign for thank you. Okay, so now it's a little bit more complicated. I'm gonna try my best not to overwhelm you guys. So it's the same in both when it comes to thank you and good. It's good, you see? So it just depends on the sentence itself. So, okay, here's an example. Suppose someone opens up the door for you. You're not gonna say, good. Good, I appreciate you, I'm good, open the door. No, you say, thank you. Or if someone says, how are you? You don't say, thank you, you say, I'm good. So it just really depends on the question and context of that sentence, that's just it. So just really try not to get confused with both of those, because I know you may feel like, okay, wait, good, thank you, which one do I use? So you'll be fine, I promise. Okay, and that's a good question as far as with the YouTube channel.
I have
So,
that information.
and I'll get that information to you. It'll be emailed to you guys.
No,
So-
I'll put it in
oh.
the chat.
Okay, never mind. She's gonna type it in the chat for you guys right now, so you'll get that just information in just a few minutes, okay? Okay, let's see. Are there any more questions? I know it was pretty short, but my goal today was to keep it short because of, it's a lot of, that you have to memorize. So if you guys have any, if there are no more questions for now, of course, we'll go on, but if you need other questions, I can talk to you more, yes. And you're definitely very, very welcome, yes. Okay, yeah. You're very welcome, yes, definitely. Yes. One person asked if there's a sign up for an ASL class, will I be sending out like appointments and things like that? And I will send you some reminders, emails every Friday, prefer if you, maybe prefer Thursdays, I'll do that as well. Whatever y'all feel comfortable with, we will definitely send out a reminder to make sure you guys don't miss it, okay? But again, remember on the 18th, June 18th, I am not available, okay? But after that, yes, but you all are definitely all very, very welcome.
We will post a flyer whenever there's a class on our social media.
So we will post a flyer on, I'm sorry, one more time,
Social media,
on social media.
when there's class.
When there's class.
With the Zoom, with the Zoom link.
And it will have the Zoom link attached on the flyer. So the question was, is it possible to add in practicing with adding an extra practice, so yes. And yes, it is possible. You can add a little bit more extra practice with me, yes, you can. But it just depends on the class itself, meaning if it's the ABCs and the numbers 1 through 20, that's all we may have, but if there may be more, they're gonna just hold for that, okay, when it comes to the assignments. I'll teach you that in the next class. But right now, it's just ABCs and 1 through 20, and that's it. So the future classes will be until August the 13th. And I picked August the 13th because it's the Friday, Friday the 13th. So that's a good day, right? Okay, and yes, we will send that recording link by email. And it will be sent, the chat, when it comes to the YouTube link, that will be sent in the chat box as well. So you can click it and you'll have access to YouTube, our page.
The recording link will be posted on social media. If you want us to email it to you, you need to send us an email.
The recording link will be posted on social media, but if you want your own link, you have to email and ask for that. Okay? So now it seems like everyone is pretty much done. If anyone needs to add in some extra practice with me, please go ahead. I'm fine. I'm available until 1, so please use my time, however you need. Yes. And you're welcome, of course, of course. And if you have any questions, are you good? Okay, good, okay. So someone wants me to do the alphabet again, and that's just fine. We'll practice it. Here we go. There's A, B, C, D, E, F, you see, G, H, I, J, K. You see my thumb is right there in the middle. K, L, M, N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. My favorite. Good. Okay. You're very welcome, and I'm happy that I'm able to teach you guys. To be honest with you, I was a little bit nervous because I wasn't sure really where to begin, but thank you. If you want to have the numbers again, I can go ahead and do that. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So one person asked me about how do I say I am. And it's very interesting because on ASL, we don't even use the full sentence when it comes to English. I am, you know, whatever it may be. And then we use the ASL, it's just more of like M. There is no M. We just say, I did, you know, there's no need to have that M in there. So with the words, we tend to, if we may use, we don't use our am, is, was, we don't use those words. We don't use the full English sentence. It's more of just gesturing, for example, I am going to the bathroom. That's a lot to sign. Each word, no, I can replace it with bathroom, I'm going. That's it. It's literally bathroom, I, point, go. That's so simple, 3 signs. So I just tried to just really figure out why do we need to really use the full sentence if it's not even needed. I like to be easy and simple, you know, with my signs. So that's the ASL there, and just saves the time. And thank you guys so much. Yes, I really appreciate you all. Yes, thank you. Of course I will sign that. They asked me, you are beautiful, how to sign that? So you sign it, you, beautiful. You see? You are beautiful, you don't need to have that. You beautiful, that's it, that's it. That's the sign there, yeah. Okay, of course. So if you want more, come on, keep it coming. I've got some time, I'm happy to answer. I'm trying to think if there's another one. Alphabet again, I sure will. That's, of course I will, yes. It is A, right here, you see? B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, good. All right. So the sign for please, you see this on your chest? try to not make you, I want to make you not confused with please and enjoy. There's please. Again, it depends on the sentence. It depends on, you know, kind of the environment, the situation, how it feels. For example, did you enjoy the movie? Enjoy. You see that? It's not, did you please the movie? Did you please the movie? No, that's not it. It's enjoy. Do you mind, please, the food? It just really just depends on how you would do it. So I don't want you to get confused when it comes to sign, when it comes to the signs. There's please, this is please, and enjoy, but please, yes. And then all the signs will be, here's another one, you're sorry. So sometimes you will notice a lot of signs that are similar. And when it comes to the region on the body or location and whatnot, so you can see please, sorry, we're on the chest, time, doctor, nurse, you see, it just depends on the place that you may set it up when it comes to the sign. Now, if it's fake or real, you can kind of see there, how that sign, red, disappointed, candy. Let's see, I'm trying to think, water, you see how it's all in the same region? Let's see, I don't know. Really, I have to write them all down, but there's are a lot of signs that are in that region, so I don't want you guys to really get confused. So lucky for now, I have a voice interpreter that's kind of teaching just while teaching to make sure that you guys are learning properly. The sign for thirsty, okay? There's thirsty. You don't have to fingerspell, I am thirsty. You just say, just point at yourself, me thirsty, that's it, 2 signs. One person asked earth and fire, water. Earth, wind, fire, water. Here's earth right here. It looks like this handshake. You can kind of see how my thumb and my middle finger are kind of trying to pinch together, but they don't. But you literally pinch your fist, and that's earth. You fingerspell air, A-I-R. Yep, R, that's right. So A-I-R, fire. Fire, you can see it's fire, fire, and then water with a W, water, yes, and then earth, air, water, fire. What's the name of that band? It's Earth, Wind, and Fire. This sign, here it is, Earth. It's like a, you can see it's like a thumb, my thumb and the middle finger. And you see it's placed right on top of my fist, on my other hand. And the world is like your fist. This is represented as the world, the earth. And you just put right on top of it your index and your pinky. Sometimes the signs have reasons behind it and sometimes they don't. So I don't understand it. Honestly, I don't know. For example, water with the W is because you drink right in that region. So you have the water there, you drink. Sometimes they do have a lot of reasons behind it, but sometimes like with earth, you know, there's, I don't know, I got nothing. Other people may sign world like this, you can do that. So there's earth and then there's world. And you can sign earth as world, excuse me. So if you see somebody sign like a circle, like a globe, that's a sign for world as well in earth. So now there's a lot of common discussions about just changing of signs and how they evolve. And when it comes to English, we don't like the concept of using English, to be honest with you, with signs. You see that W there? We don't really want to use the W with water. So right now, the deaf community is trying to figure out how to come up with a better sign than to use the W water on your chin. So for example, before the old sign for culture, the C and it's culture. So now we don't use it anymore. It's culture. You see how that is kind of like your fingers are just kind of having a fun movement, but we still are trying to research the best signs and the clarity when it comes to the letters. So we kind of, over time, it will become a little bit more complicated. But for right now, if you're taking an ASL class that you guys are, and you guys are gonna progress in it, and you see, well, why is this sign different than what I learned, and this and other people use different signs? Some people use old signs, and then some people use the new innovative signs. So you just have to be patient with our community, just to let you know that, okay? Please. And this is the sign for hungry. One time, hungry. That's it, not more than once. Just, I want to truly emphasize that. Do not hungry like down your chest, just the one time, hungry, that's it. And then another word, starving, you can do that as well. I'm just so starving. But again, it goes again with the facial expression, so let me show you. I'm hungry, you see? Starving, watch my face. Oh, I'm starving, you see how my hand changed too? I need food, give me food, I am starving, you see that? It literally changes the facial expressions. When it comes to, I just need a little bit of food, I'm hungry, then there, if you truly just starving, then there you do that one. I'm just hungry, starving. So the sign for tired or exhausted. Again, the facial expressions, tired, yep, I'm tired. And then exhausted. You see how my body literally lumps over. It's just tired, but exhausted is just an extreme. You see tired, facial expression, and exhausted, the difference. You have the facial expressions and the body goes with it. And we'll, of course, when we get to the next level, we'll get into that a whole lot more, so. We have 6 minutes left, so come on, what you guys got for me? Tell me, I'm ready for you. Okay. So, okay, bathroom. Let me see, bathroom, I'm trying to remember other signs. Okay. There's so far, I know 2. The sign for restroom, that's an old sign because of the R, you see that, restroom. But we tend to use bathroom, which is toilet, but bathroom, so bathroom. It's the same, it's the letter T you can see. And many communities will kind of, say, bathroom or like restroom with the R. So it just depends on kind of where you're at. The same with Europe, the sign for water cost. Water, coast, water, other word. Oh, water cost. Yes, excuse me for the interpreter. And this is the sign for how it looks like that. You see the W there? Oh, I get it now. He's cracking up with the interpreter, excuse me. But you see how it's the W there. So, and then there's the C. So, yes. So when I went to Europe, I was like, whoa, I think it was maybe 2012, 2013. And I asked for, the bathroom. And they're like, I don't understand that. And I'm thinking like, how do I show, that I need to use the restroom? So I had to explain that. And they literally did that. You see the sign I'm showing you here? And I remembered it from then on out. So I never will forget it either. Now there's another thing with graduating. I did graduate from Arizona State University. Now that is a rival school with the University of Arizona. Their signs for their school, okay, so they use this one as I'm showing you here. They use that. So I mock them, because I'm like, what, that's like, what they're just teaching about with the water cost, so I literally mock them with that, so, yes, I really do, yeah, but yes, definitely thumbs up to that one. Rival with Northern Arizona University. Okay, I can understand that with the rivalry between that. Well, especially when you're on the football field, we'll see about it. Now the sign for hello and goodbye, so you see? So we have hello, like military, hello, salute, hello, you've got that B handshake there, hello. But now, you know, goodbye, bye-bye, you see I kind of did the waving in both of them. But we try not to use, you know, like the hi and bye as the same, you know, not at the same time. We try to hello and then bye. That's how we kind of try to do that. Now, let's see, there was one more thing. Oh, yes. We finally, goodbye. When it comes to goodbye, finally, before it was actually DST, Deaf Standard Time. So when it comes to our goodbyes, we have PST. You know, there is CST, the different standard times of EST, but the deaf culture has DST, literally Deaf Standard Time. And what does that actually mean? It means when hearing people, whenever they say goodbye, they go ahead and leave, you know, automatically just, you know, bye, see you later. But deaf people with our byes will kind of just literally hang out for an entire hour or so later. We're like, okay, wait, I gotta go, but wait, here's some more. And then literally like an hour later, I am not kidding, it could literally be 5 hours later, and then we finally really will leave. It's true. So if you have to work at a restaurant or if you're at a bar, I guarantee it will be hours with the deaf community there. I warn you. Okay, so we have 2 minutes left. It's the same with Mexican culture, excuse me, it's the same. It's very interesting about when it comes to Mexican and Mexican culture in the deaf community. Mexican's culture is similar because it's very involved with facial expressions, the body, the language, really into their language with their gestures. The culture is pretty much the same as well, so it's pretty cool and weird at the same time. We really enjoy, you know, I know I enjoy Mexican families, and I will always love to go gatherings with Mexican people, especially parties. Ooh, overnight, yes. Handshake. Okay, that's a good question. I never thought about that sign. Handshake. Handshake. Handshake here, handshake. You see here, handshake. And it tends to, when it comes to deaf people, they really don't shake hands, we hug. We definitely hug, we love to hug each other. That's our culture, we love a lot. So we don't really handshake, but why is that? It's a good question. Maybe because hearing people shake and, you know, speak and shake, and then deaf people, we don't, you know, we can't like really shake because we have to use our hands to sign or replace it with touch. I don't know, I'm creating stuff, I'm just making up stuff, I don't know. Okay, all right. Okay, so it's nice to meet you all. I look forward to meeting you all again in 2 weeks, okay? Thank you so much for coming, and if you want, you know, like personal one-on-one with me, go ahead and contact me. I will help you with the ABCs and numbers. If it's more than that, you have to really wait until the next class, okay? So we can make sure that we're all on the same page at the same time with learning. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody.